This video and thousands of other ones just like it are made possible through the support of Paul Kidwell and a ton of people just like you on Patreon. If you like what I do, if you're interested in supporting it, check out the links below, and not only can you help, you can get involved and do all kinds of cool stuff. Check out the Discord and all the other fun stuff down below in the description. Thank you. Hi there, guys. Welcome to the bench. I'm here with Onos, and we're rocking out. We have listened to your input, oddly enough, and your input.
Yeah.
Because you told me to get this.
Yes.
We're gearing up to do some serious electronics mojo, and you had opinions.
Yeah. I mean, this is like the bog standard.
This isn't the one we had at the lab.
Nope.
Which I really liked, but it's got features of that in that it has these.
Yeah, so
anything else in there?
The difference from the one we had at the lab and this one.
The lab had like an enclosure.
Yeah, it had a power supply underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So this is a Jameco Value Pro because you low rent.
Hey,
I'd show it if I could. I got camera mounts in it. It's is it Jameco, Jameco, or Jameco?
I've always heard it called Jameco.
Jameco. All right. Comment with how we should pronounce that, especially if you're actually from Jameco. So this on the back is just, these don't go anywhere.
Nope, it's just a ground plane. So you hook up your power either to that and then you make your jumpers down, or if you have a bench supply like we've got here, you can set up the wires going underneath, because you're going to have feet under here too.
Okay.
There should be feet in that box.
It's got feet.
Oh,
it's got
okay.
lurfs.
Lower
This is a lurf. Lurf. But I had expected, I thought these came like already hardwired to these.
Nope, nope. Because you might want different rails at different voltages,
okay, so
right?
your ground goes there, and then you've got Alpha Bravo Charlie, so red, black, yellow,
yeah,
then
so
green.
Your red and your yellow are two different voltages. Let's say you've got...
Oh, so red, yellow, black, green, like that.
You'd set it up however you want.
There's got to be an order to this. There's got to be a system. I need to know the system.
Oh, I didn't...
Like the green is obviously the ground over here.
Right.
But I gotta know.
VA, VB, VC might have some correlation there. I'm not sure. I've never...
Comment and tell us, and I'll put them on in the official order.
So the reason it has two different voltage terminals there, let's say you're working on an op-amp supply where you've got a positive 12 volts and a negative 12 volts, so you can do a full 24 volt swing.
Okay.
Right, that's... Well,
so you could have
not just
like
amp, but
a 12 volt setup and like a 5 volt setup, and then your 12 volt negative ground, and then your just regular chassis ground.
Right. So, I mean, the different voltages are relative to your ground.
To this ground.
Right.
The green ground.
Or to the black ground, or whatever.
Oh God, you're freaking me out. All right, so we got this. This is a thing with its sexy brushed aluminum surface. Doesn't really show up on camera. There, you can see it.
Yeah.
All right, so that's and it's a good size. Like, it's big. I've got a couple of these that are just these.
Yeah.
But this is like a whole field of them, and this has the weird extra double top thing.
Yeah, it's for your power bus.
All right. All right, well, we'll set that aside.
All right.
I'm going to leave these up here because we're going to have to deal with those. And it's good to not forget them. All right, so you all got together and did a big fundraiser to get grab bags of electronics. And then you started this.
Yeah, yeah.
You were like, hey, they got these grab bags. So I got grab bags. This one, I'm doing this one first because it's going to be quick and easy. And I'm going to grab a weapon. Hang on. There. Okay. My weapon of choice.
You gonna break in a song? Fatboy Slim?
I can dance. All right, so this is, and we're not going to take them all out of the bags. This is just a first look because I don't have drawers or storage for this stuff yet.
Yeah, that'll come.
But you get to talk about these and teach us because there's like, this is cool.
That's a PLCC socket.
That is so cool.
So you get a higher pin density there than you would with that because you've got pins on multiple faces.
Yeah, but the pins are bent. I'm guessing that's it's grab bag parts.
It's grab bag parts.
It's low rent, bent pins, just kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah, I wouldn't use cutters to straighten that.
These aren't cutters.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
These are cutters.
That's what I thought you grabbed.
These are wicked tiny pliers.
Yeah, so you just straighten out the pins and...
Yeah, that's what I was going to...
When you get them in bags like this, that's...
They just get bent.
Yeah, it happens. Unless you get them on a reel, then you're going to have some bent pins at some point.
All right.
So the cool thing...
Whoa, shit! Is that for wire wrap?
That's for wire wrap. But you can also use it, let's say you need to have something socket in below.
What do you mean?
So, do we have a circuit board, one of those perf boards that I got you?
Yeah, I got a... hang on. Yeah, I got them right here. Okay, so you got me a thing of double-sided circuit boards. I'm going to zoom out so people can see stuff a little bit here. All right, so yeah, you got me a Elegoo.
Yeah, so just pop one of those guys out and we can give it a little demo here.
Is that big enough?
No, it is not.
Ah, you're a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Just, do you have that upside down?
No, everything's fine. Is that big enough?
That'll do.
Okay.
So let's say, which one am I on?
Which one do you want to be on?
We'll be on this one here.
Okay, that's this camera.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's say you need to have a chip socketed in here, but you also want to have something that you can plug in down here.
Oh! You can do that?
Yeah.
All right, you can make electrical connections here to this chip on this breadboard.
Right.
And have it pass through and connect to another breadboard down below.
Yes.
Okay.
We can work in all three dimensions here. So if you look at some of the Arduinos,
yeah,
they've got the long pins
shields.
so you can stack your shields.
Yeah, but those go into like headers.
Yeah.
Like pin headers.
Yeah.
I have no logical reason why it doesn't seem to. It just freaks me out. I understand that it can work, but you're freaking me out. So this is all just sockets. Lots of sockets of a variety of fruit flavors.
What is that guy there?
I don't know. Pull it out. It's white on the bottom.
Yeah. Is that ceramic or is that a tape? Or?
It looks like a sticky back.
Ah.
From the top, it looks normal. It's made by Texas Instruments. It says Texas. It's a Texas Instruments logo and F. And it has what appears to be tape on the bottom. Maybe an insulator? Oh, there's another one. That one's white all over.
Yeah. That,
Is that ceramic?
I don't think so. Could be.
That looks like ceramic with gold sockets.
How does it, so get a little screwdriver.
Feels like
and
ceramic.
It does?
Yeah.
I don't have
like
fingernails, so I couldn't give it the scratch
Well,
test.
I have fabulous, beautiful, yeah. Yeah, I got to keep one good fingernail just for picking.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have a nose this size and not be picking. I think that's ceramic. It's marked with something, but I don't know. I'm saying that's ceramic. Feels like ceramic, looks like ceramic.
All right.
That's cool. What do you use ceramic chip for?
I have not seen that before, so it could just be special use or some old,
This one's
old stuff.
heavy. Ooh, and there's a thing,
Pin straightener?
SMD something? I don't think I get any
Oh.
pin straightener stuff with any of this, but I just got bags of bullshit.
Is this the 3 pounds of awesome?
It might be. No, this is just bagged. They bagged all the little bags together because I got a whole bunch of like little, like $8 bags of stuff. Like it's all between like $4 and $15. I think there's a couple that are like 30, but most of them are really cheap. So this is. Look at that! Oh my God!
Bag o' leads.
That is grab bag LEDs, assorted colors. As long as you want white, red, yellow, or green. Whoa, fuck you, look at that.
Yeah.
That is a Rude Solo LED right there. That's cool. Oh, this is neat. All right, and again, like some have bent, like some are bow-legged. They're all different sizes. That one's got 3 leads on it.
That's a tricolor.
That's so cool.
Or a 2-color.
All right, so we got giant bag of LEDs, nuts and bolts. Just
mounting hardware.
Just random nuts, bolts, screws. Because for $4, I'm always down for hardware. I use a lot of little nuts and bolts. This is the grab bag crystal oscillator assortment. So there's 100 crystals in here.
It looks like you've got some a crystal filter there as well. See the one with the 3 legs right there?
That's a crystal filter?
Yeah, does it have a little Motorola logo on it?
It does. It says it's a 9433,
Okay.
600PO3,
Wonder if
45.0,
yeah, 45 megahertz filter.
500PO3. And then there's this Fox thing at 28.636360 megahertz. What the fuck is that?
So I'm not sure what it was used for, but that oscillator there, that's an oscillator in a can. That's everything you need to make make a square wave coming out, right?
Really?
Yeah, everything.
So
right
you don't need like a triple nickel with that? It just do.
It just do. So
that's cool.
You can turn those into little AM transmitters. Stupid simple, because you just modulate the power going in.
Okay.
So you make a little amp.
So there's all kinds of neat stuff in here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is neat. See, I did some reviewing, and I looked up some other videos that people made about the grab bag stuff, and there's some guy that builds like guitar effects pedals. He's like, oh, this is total shit, and this is useless, and this shit's cool, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing yet.
For screwing around, learning,
yeah,
they're totally fine.
At my level, this is the greatest stuff ever. What are you? What? It mounts on a right angle, because I'm like, what the fuck is that? So this is the grab bag of dip switches. Okay. And we've got, like, there's a lot of different types of switches in here. And we're going to look at all of these in more detail in the future, but this is just, we got the big pile of shit in, and I wanted to show it off and give you guys, and if you guys see something and have an idea for a project that we can do out of that, let me know, because for each one of these bags, I'm looking for a really simple project that Unos and I can put together and make a thing. What
is that? Atmel, those picks?
I don't know.
Can't read the part
18
number.
mega, 32s.
Oh, nice.
It's just one.
That's just one?
This is an Arduino.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I got an Arduino board for it, because this is like less than $5.
Yeah.
And so is the board. They were both super cheap. But I'm like, I could have a dedicated Arduino on a thing. So what is this? This is the drill bits. Oh, shit, I like drill bits. I'm down. I didn't get just electronics. I got a little bit of hardware and stuff too. And like if somebody's selling drill bits cheap, I'm there, because I go through a lot of really tiny drill bits, and I'm hell on them.
Yeah, I was wondering what size we're getting. Are they going to be metric, standard?
I have no idea.
Like burrs. Huh.
What the fuck are you? Oh my god. They don't have, like, they might have sizes written on them. This is cool. Like, for the price, I got no complaints. These don't look like drill bits so much as they look like... No, that's a drill bit. That's a drill bit. It's just a really funny drill bit. Those are neat. And then we got some just regular, simple, high-speed steel stuff. But these, look at little tiny fuckers. Look at that. That's neat.
Be interesting to see, throw that on the calipers and see what size that actually is.
I will do that downstairs. This looks like diodes to me.
Yep, that's your diode.
Grab bag diodes, 200 assorted zine. We got those cool zine diodes.
Oh. So we got Zeners and...
just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, power, small signal.
Whoa, look at the size of that one. I got to hook that up with that Rude Solo LED.
Wonder what kind he is. We'll see when we get there.
Okay, we'll open them up. All right, I got another bag. Oh shit. And this, we're still not to the big grab bag yet. These are all the little ones that I ordered. Oh, that looks fucked.
Yeah.
That didn't have a good time.
I was wondering how many of those solar panels would make it through.
Yeah, my solar panels are a little fucked. But I think a few made it.
Yeah, it's not, if they're not.
I'm kind of sad about that because that was fucking expensive.
Yeah?
Yeah, the solar cell grab bag is kind of pricey. I'm going to set that aside and...
Maybe.
Oh, and it's leaking.
Oh.
It's leaking shit.
Great.
That's cool. All right. I'm not happy about that. That could have been packaged way better. And then we have these. This is Grab Bag ICs CMOS CD400.
All right.
What does that mean?
It means we got some logic there.
This is TTL stuff?
Yeah, this is TTL stuff.
Now, CMOS is static sensitive.
They all kind of are.
Okay.
So I wouldn't. You can get away with a lot with some of the 5 volt and your LS series stuff.
Yeah.
But when you start getting into your 3 volt and
they're touchy.
They're a little more touchy.
So this is grab bag photocells. So I'm guessing these are all CDS photocells.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Maybe a couple different chemistries, but just little light sensors. Variable. These are all variable resistors that are sensitive to light. I wonder if you apply voltage to them, do they glow?
I don't know.
Photocells do.
Yeah?
Yeah, like this type of photocells?
They glow. They're just an LED.
It is an LED, but they glow, but I think they glow in like infrared or something. Like it's not really visible.
That makes sense.
Somebody did a video on this.
Some trimmers.
These look like variable resistors to me.
Yep.
Flip it over and they say grab bag pots. I got a whole bag of pot. Quarter watt to 1 watt. Those are really cool looking.
Those are 10 turns, 20 turns.
Wow. This is neat. I like this.
Yeah. And
this is more analog radio stuff. You use a lot of those.
You can use it in digital stuff too if you're making,
really?
Yeah, if you're making variable power supplies.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
I mean, there's all sorts of. I guess that's still in the analog realm.
A whole bag of capacitors.
Charge them up and toss them to people. It's a fun time for everyone.
Just electrolytic caps. This one here's 200 volts.
Yeah.
Like they got some big ones in here. Now I don't know brands. I keep seeing Nichicon.
Yeah, don't know all that much about capacitor brands either.
Cool. There's a yellow one in there.
Wonder what that means. Or is it just the jacket
I'm guessing grab bags from Jameco are basically, we've had this shit laying around the warehouse for like a year, and let's just shovel some of it off. Or everything that falls on the floor from the shipping department.
Yeah.
Major brands grab bag IC linear series. So these are all linear ICs. I see a Alpha 3958 Sierra Bravo. So yeah. I don't know what that means though.
Not sure offhand either.
GL 7924.
That's going to be a voltage regulator.
Okay. Now, when I see a number like that, which is the number that matters? The top number or the bottom number? Like that's got D9751. It's got A535 OCA.
Probably the top number.
Okay.
There are different standards, so you just have to know a handful of numbers and know what you're looking for, kind of thing.
Here's a A535 OCA. I think that was similar to what we had on the other one.
Yep.
So
we'll have to look these up and see what they are.
So what are linear ICs?
Could be op amps, could be power supply, or voltage regulators. Looks like there's a where'd that bag go?
It's that one.
Looks like there's a power transistor there.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Looks like a RAM.
RAM?
Yeah.
I wonder how much. A 1K.
Yeah, it's not going to be much.
So here's the thing of resistors.
That'll be fun sorting out.
That's okay. We can do that because I have my little resistor. I had to order 2 of these to get one.
Yeah, they're good to have around.
I had some shipping issues. Also, we've got them in blue. I like the berry flavor ones. Those are good. More ICs. We've got, this is 7400 series, LS and ALS. So what does that put us? Oh my God, those pins are tiny. Fucking surface mount.
Yeah. So
74 AL S2 440 AD.
I don't remember what the 244 is. Is that a buffer?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
MC74 FO2N inverter?
Or is it an OR?
I don't know.
It's been a while since I've done 74 series stuff.
So what is...
Or Logic stuff, but...
This is Logic stuff? This is like TTL?
Yeah, that's all Logic stuff. There's... I mean, that's AND gates, OR gates, NOR gates.
Transistors and thyristors?
Thyristors, yeah, probably.
What's a thyristor?
I can draw out the schematic. I've never used them out. I think they're higher power transistors.
Okay. There's some fucking big beefy shit.
Yeah. Can you read the number on that one?
No. No, I can't. It may not have a number on it because the back's just a heatsink. Yeah, I got nothing. I can read a number on a little tiny one next to it, but I can't read the big giant one right there. And then I see, this is called a TO3, isn't it? This type of housing?
I don't remember right offhand, but it's...
And then there's a little white ceramic jobby over here, surface mount too.
Huh. It'll be interesting to turn to that and see what it is.
Caps! Tantalum capacitors. Now, what are tantalum capacitors? Are these like higher precision capacitors?
They're higher precision. They can handle a little more power relative to some of the ceramic caps.
Okay.
They're more stable over temperature ranges.
They look like candy.
Yeah, don't eat them.
I'm guessing these are used in radios a lot, that kind of stuff. Power supplies, precision stuff.
Yeah, stuff where timing matters.
All right. The main event.
Ooh.
The Jameco Electronics grab bag, miscellaneous electronics, 3 pounds. This is 3 pounds of we don't have a clue. Shop sweepings mainly. I'm almost certain you could order 5 of these and they'd be completely different. So if you watch this saying, oh, that's what I'm going to get, don't count on that because you don't know what you're going to get is 3 pounds. That's the only thing you know. It's going to be 3 pounds and there's no telling what the hell's in it. But they're cheap. Oh, shit.
They stuck it to the bottom there, huh?
They did.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's ever running the heat sealer is a new guy.
Or they just don't care.
All right, so what the fuck is that?
That's some lights.
Oh, it's a light.
Yeah. That probably went into a headlamp.
I don't think it's actually a light. I think it's just a light housing.
Okay, so we got some place to shove some of those LEDs.
Yeah, we got a few LEDs. All right, so let's start out with the disparate shit first. So we've got just a muffin fan, little Omron, so it's good. Omron's a name I know. Little 12 volt, looks like a server style muffin fan. The light housing. Oh, that's a fun time. Son alert.
Who are we going to annoy?
Lots of people with one that big. Jesus, that's huge. So son alert. Big muffin fan for Big Muff. It's a Nidec, 24 volts at 0.14 amps. That's a lot of fan. It's my biggest fan right now.
I bet it runs nice and quiet at 12 volts.
Ooh, hey, this looks like a power supply.
Yeah, it sure does.
This is, who made it? They ain't owning up to it. Power One made it out of China. It's a 5 volt DC power supply. Takes 100 to 250 and outputs 5 volts DC. That looks like just a nice generic basic 5 volt power supply.
Yeah, that'll work for what you need it for, right?
So I'm guessing these are my inputs over here. Because there's only 3 wires and one's ground. So yeah, that's line neutral. Why do I have so many outputs?
I don't know. Are there any markings on the back of the board? Nope.
Nothing, but there's a lot out. 2 of those are the same. 2 of those are one, and 3 of those are the other. Look at the solder traces next to the plug.
Yeah.
So there's your 5 volts out. It just gives you a lot of it. Huh. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. All right, so that's neat. That's like ready to drop into a project.
Yep.
All right, this is the big bullshit, and it's loose too. We open the bag and we're in for it.
We got another bag to put everything in.
There's a box. I got a box. You ready?
There we go.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna regret this.
Yup.
I'm just gonna set this bag right here, just in case. So first off, what the fuck are you?
It's a cap.
Or
is it an inductor? What's it say on it?
4,000 volts DC at 0.45 microfarad.
Yeah.
That's a lot of capacitor.
Charge that one up and toss it at someone.
This is big enough for a very small Tesla coil.
Is it magnetic? It looked like stuff was stuck to
No,
it.
it was just captured in the thing.
Ah, okay.
And then we've got, this is a SCSI terminator.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Hopefully won't have to in a while either.
That looks like an audio jack.
Sure does.
With a lot of pins.
Ooh.
6 pins on an audio jack. Wow. Okay. I got little bits and shit all over. So we got,
Switches.
It's all covered in shit, first off. So we're definitely into shop sweepings on this. What the fuck is that?
Washers? Cutoff wheels?
They look like cutoff wheels. No, they're soft.
Huh.
Like they feel like they're made out of cloth. Gaskets.
Connector? BNC?
Oh, we got a surface mount?
Yeah.
See if I can read it. It's polarized. 6B, 686, 6BG, something like that. I don't know, I gotta open one up.
Yeah. Not sure either.
I'm guessing capacitors.
Or diode.
Could be a diode because it's polarized.
Yeah.
Lots of random shit. What are you?
Fuse holder.
There's a reason. No, that's a light.
That's a light?
That's a pilot light. There's a little
Resistor and an LED.
Yeah.
Okay. Shows up a
Oh,
lot
wow.
better there. Need a PS2 connector? Stack.
I've never seen one not on a motherboard. And then we've got for your joystick connector.
Or MIDI.
Yeah. These are inductors?
Yep.
Okay. Lots of plugs. Whoa, shit, look at that.
Oh man, I haven't seen one of those in a while.
That's welcome to 1978.
That's
What is, that's a capacitor, isn't it?
yeah, that's a cap.
And you got to work it out by the color codes?
Yep.
Let me see if I can. I don't know what side to start. What side do you start?
That's a great question. Is there a metallized color on there for your tolerance?
Well, the big one is like a gold on top. So for capacitors, because this is resistor capacitor color code, 290000 picofarad. And I haven't even gotten to the next numbers yet. So I think I'm beyond what this is capable of. What size is this capacitor? What's the rating on this? We've got like red, white, yellow, blue, and then a whole lot of gold. I'm saying gold.
We're gonna find a domino in there next.
A domino?
Domino capacitors?
I don't know what domino capacitors are.
They look like a domino. They've got dots on them, the different colored dots.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Classic right there. Oh,
And there's an LED down in there.
a couple of them.
But this is our parallel port, and this would be MIDI port?
Yep.
Or joystick or whatever. What's the protocol that goes on this port? on a regular computer. It's not serial, but it's not parallel. What is it?
What do you mean?
Well, like this is a parallel port.
Yeah.
And these were common on like PS2 level computers.
Well, like MIDI is a serial protocol.
Okay. See, I don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
I know MIDI.
I don't know what joysticks use. If that's serial or
they
if
plugged into the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just an IC cable.
Or there's something in there.
There's shit for days rattling around here. Oh, that is a small electret condenser microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what electret means, but just they're always called an electret condenser microphone.
More SCSI.
That's a SCSI thing?
Will that mate? Nope.
This looks smaller. I will never fucking use this. Also, it's smashed to shit.
Yeah, some of these we can just put in the bin.
Yeah, yeah. We'll sort out for trash later. Now this is just a potentiometer.
Yep.
Big fucking resistors.
Wire wound resistors.
That's wire wound?
Yep.
Okay.
So if you're ever in a bind and you need to cut foam, like pink foam or whatever,
Yeah.
crack one of those open. They've got nichrome wire in there, and you can use that for...
Can you get the wire out intact?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. You can crush it up like with a hammer, tap, tap, tap on some concrete or whatever. Take the wire out, run 24 volts across it with a light dimmer switch as well. So you can control your heat, and you can cut right through foam like butter.
That's so jank.
Oh.
So very jank.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, sometimes you do what you got to do.
My people. So this is, all right, what do we know looking at this? This one on the bottom is 15 kilojoules?
No, 15 ohms.
No, 15 ohms. What's the J?
I don't know. I'm
right.
guessing it's a 7 watt. Because
BWR7. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is 15 ohms. This one here is 7 watts, 10 kiloohms?
Yep.
All right, and the J we just ignore because it's not 10 kilojoules.
Right.
Because it's not a capacitor.
And I'm guessing that was made 7th month, 16th day of 2002.
Okay. That's a AT motherboard connector, isn't it?
Yep. So if you want to hotwire a...
ATX motherboard connector.
Well, yeah, I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
So ATX power supply, if you want to hotwire that and get your different voltages off it, it's just putting a jumper across 2 of the pins.
Yeah, the green wire. But it's different if it's a Dell. Dell moved it.
What?
Because they're dicks. The Dell power supplies, at least back in that era, you couldn't hotwire a Dell motherboard the normal way. You had to pick a different thing.
That is an interesting connector.
It's a bayonet connector for
a
a
light
panel
bulb.
mount light,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have the nut, which may or may not be rattling around in here. What the hell is that?
Is it an inductor? There's jumpers?
It's 4 wires that come up and over and down, but there's like a ferrite core. So is this 4 little inductors, or is this one inductor that like shares, or?
And it's multi-tapped? I don't know.
That's neat.
If we stick it on a multimeter, we can figure it out.
I got to bring a multimeter up here.
Another connector?
A funny one though. I've never seen this before. That's one I don't know. Like at all. I've never seen that connector
Looks
in
like
my life.
some weirdo JST connector.
This looks like...
More SCSI.
It seems too big to be SCSI. Is that SCSI?
There's half a dozen different varieties of SCSI.
Of course there are. Molex.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that. Just Molex.
What smoker's house was this living in for how long?
I know. Like, I was like, the color on that's a little off. What's that?
What's it say on top?
1N15R. It's a resistor? A little ceramic wire wound resistor? It's ceramic.
Yeah. Little wire wound resistor.
One crimp connector that's oddball, and this is totally shop sweepings. This is abso-fucking-lutely shop sweepings. Oh, we got a bag. And in the bag is some fucking microscopic various cap, chip, CERM,
805 capacitors.
0805 size, 1500 picofarads at 50 volts. So that's the thing I got in case I ever need it. It's bagged. It's 10 strip mount crimps Why would you bag that? This came off a reel of like a bajillion of them. Whoa, shit, hello. All right.
You know what you got there?
This is a 4-way bridge rectifier G5S BA60. I don't think that's 60 amps. That looks awful thin for 60 amps.
At what voltage? Yeah, still 60 amps to 60 amps.
Yeah. I don't know what the voltage rating is on this, but I know it's good for 12 at least.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that's probably good for 20 amps. Like, judging by the size of the connections, I would trust this at 20 amps. But that's pretty fucking beefy, and it wants to be on a heatsink. Lots of little plugs. Crystals. Now, these are the little inline resistors.
Yep, they're SIP resistors.
That's what they call them?
Yep, one end is ground, and the other are, where's pin 1 on there? There'll be like a little dot. I'm guessing it's the one on the left with the line straight above it.
Yeah.
All the others are going to be
100 ohms
from to
there.
ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's not like 100 ohms end to end with taps off in the middle. Each one of these is a 100 ohm resistor to ground.
Yep.
Okay.
That's for bus termination, there's quite a few uses. A card edge connector.
Wow.
An ISA.
With the thing, it's an ISA card and missing a byte. They got mice. Jameco has mice. Hello. This is a rather robust, very high quality BNC connector. Somebody paid a lot of money for these. Like, if this is the thing that you need, it wouldn't at all surprise me if that thing was like $8 a piece. That is really beefy.
What's the gravity on it? Heavier than...
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It has enough gravity that it says, I'm expensive. All right, we have a toroidal
inductor.
Now, this is just a single winding.
Yep. So you can use that as a choke. You can...
Just basic filtering?
Yeah.
I got a little black disc with some holes in one side and 2 small wires, and it's really thin. I'm guessing piezo?
Yep. It's a speaker of some sort. Need some 1/4-inch
Quarter 20. Oh, hang on. This one's pregnant. Oh, it's a girl. Hey.
So you want to make a little guitar amp or something?
Connector. Yeah. Well, this one is kind of jank. Like, it seems like there should be more in there, and there isn't.
I would bin that one because that's not going to have any support on the.
Yeah. This one also no support.
Maybe that's
maybe these are rejects. Right angle plug, crimp-on style. I saw something. This caught my eye. What the fuck are you?
Looks like a mix between a fuse and a relay, or not a relay, a resistor.
It's got that fuse vibe, but it's got colors on it. So what the hell is? Also, it's very shiny. I like that one. That's just art. I got lots of these. These candies taste terrible. Like
they taste like floor.
They taste the color that they are. Also, my hands are getting filthy doing this. Like this is shop sweepings from Jameco. Okay, this is when they sweep up the warehouse in the packaging department when shit spills on the floor. This is what they get. Another Rude Solo LED. This one's water clear, fucking massive. That's neat. Now, can we hook these up to that power supply?
Yeah, let's see what color that guy is.
How do we know how much to limit the current to?
We turn it up very slowly.
That's really your great idea? All right, so minus goes to the shorter one?
Hold on till I get the voltage turned down from 12.
Okay, turn the current all the way down. You ready?
Yep.
Contact. Don't kill my big Rude Solo LED. Hit it. Oh, it's purple? I was not expecting purple. Is this, what the fuck color is that? That's very weird.
I'm not going to go over 3 volts because we don't know.
Yeah, but it's like a purpley pink color.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I wonder if that's infrared.
That might, well, if it's infrared, it's awful visible for infrared,
Yeah,
but
true.
that's really neat. It's like pink.
Purpley pink.
Yeah, it's a weird color. I've never seen an LED that color.
Yeah, me neither.
That's why it's in a grab bag, because who the fuck wants that? That's cool. There's just lots of random weird. I'm looking for anything that sticks out. Oh, we got a little. What are you? B4BO459J.
Instead of looking at its belly button, what's it say on the other side?
Oh. It's an Atmel AT27.
27C512. So that is a 512-bit PROM.
Really?
Yep.
Programmable read-only memory.
Yep. EEPROM probably.
Okay.
Because there's no window.
Lots of yellow, lots of red, lots of green. Oh, I know this one. I know this one. Let me see if I get this right. I think I know this one. All right, so this little thing has 4 pins on the bottom, but it's actually 2 and 2. And this has an LED on one side and a light sensor on the other side. And things go in between, thus, like this. And it can sense when it's there or not. And you can use this for position indicating and for counting. Like you'll see these with rings and shit.
Yep, exactly.
That's right?
Yep, like the inside of the old mice back when they had the bowls. They had a couple of those, one for X and one for Y.
Okay. Little tiny LED in a super sexy mount, 90 degrees standoff. This is for like when you have a LED that comes through the light or through the front of a thing.
Yep, mounts on the circuit board, just easy to use.
Oh, hey, Ben Wilson gave us an answer.
What's that?
Is the blue line on that cap actually purple? Yes, that could be purple. It looks blue on the monitor here, but when you look at it in my hand, that's definitely purple. Yellow-blue makes it a non-standard value, 46. Yellow-purple is 47, which is more typical. Cap would be 470,000 picofarad, which is 470 nanofarad, at 10% tolerance. So now we know what the capacitor is.
All right.
Cool. Thank you, Ben. That's awesome.
Wonder what voltage that guy is.
I don't know how you'd find out the fucking voltage, because there's no markings on it at all. My guess is the way you figured out the voltage on that is read the box it came in.
Yeah. 3 meg.
3.03 meg?
Yeah, it looks like it.
All right, but there's 4 wires.
Yep. Positive, negative can be either enable or just floating, and the output.
A little tiny microphone,
Oh.
but it's a nice one. It's a little condenser mic. It's got its polarity indicated.
Yep, because you want to have it tied up. So yep, these ones you have to bias.
Okay.
Like electret mics, you have to bias positive a little bit.
What's this? What's this?
Is that another SIP module, or is that?
It's an MDP 1603.
I'm not sure what a 1603 is.
It's from Dale.
From Dale. Thanks, Dale.
I thought Dale made resistors.
That could be dual lines.
Everything I've ever seen Dale was a resistor. They might make other stuff. I don't know shit about electronics.
Could be a dual SIP.
Junk. When we put this away, we're gonna throw a non-trivial amount of it just right in the fucking bin.
I have no clue.
What the
That is
fuck
cool
is
looking.
that? AIC 275 2 dots.
A1C?
A1C.
Can you see inside it any better than I can?
No.
Or is that just a reflection
That's
we're
like
seeing
a
off the top?
blue coating on top of metal. But the thing is, I think all 6 pins are connected together, like in 2 sets of 3. What is an A1C 275 square? Those don't look like individual legs. Those look like they're all together.
I have no clue.
And they're all together here too, but that's like the feeder thing.
Yeah.
That's neat. I have no idea on that. That's a capacitor.
Yep.
It's an FKP1 cap.
So you use that for on your power lines or whatever. for power filtering.
Oh, this has got to be one of those inline resistors.
Looks like it. Not sure what the value is offhand.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any clues there. Huh. See anything that catches your attention? This is in a bag. Now here's a collection of weird. We have in a bag. I'm going to open it up.
Because using the zip top is too mainstream.
Oh, shit. I didn't see that. All right, so we have a little white plastic thing. We have a switch with the pen mechanism in it, the little latching switch. This is a terminator.
Yeah.
Probably for video. Let me see if I can read it.
Is it 50 or 75?
Yeah, it's going to be 50 or 75.
If it's 50, it's probably for thick net or thin net, Ethernet.
U91. Doesn't tell us. MX554A/U91. But it's a terminator. It's got the little screw-on thing. So we get a little terminator. We get a switch.
That's got to be a rebuild
and
kit.
we get a little white piece of plastic.
Got to be a rebuild kit for something.
I want to know what. There's a story here. There's your writing prompt. Tell me a story. A rather sizable heatsink for such a small LED.
It's for running at high current.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty. It's a very light heatsink.
Yeah, it's for one of these. So you throw something like that on your little...
Like the big brick MOSFETs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or on your little 7805 power.
This is screaming like Russian surplus.
So the green ones can be resistors or inductors. So if we put a VOM across that, we can see whether it's one or the other.
See anything else that catches your eye? That's a gigantic, thick oscillator.
Very thick.
66.666 megahertz.
Nice.
That's metal, yo.
So it's probably got one of the same guts as one of the other little oscillators.
Whoa, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins.
It's probably got, it's an overtone crystal inside of there, so it generates like 33.333 whatever, and then it's got a little amplifier, and then it filters out everything below that because smaller crystals are easier to make, right?
Okay.
So if you're running off the harmonic, it can be second, third, fifth.
Really?
Overtone, yeah.
But this is one of those oscillator in a box.
Yep, ready to go.
All right, that's my heavy metal oscillator. I'm setting that aside too. That's cool. Generic big ceramic cap.
Is that a cap or is that a...
Like an MOV or something?
MOV or
it's a DNR 200180K.
That could also be a negative coefficient resistor. So as it heats up, the resistance
goes
increases.
Down? Oh, it gets higher as it goes up? Is that like the stuff you see for inrush current limiting?
Yep.
Okay, we got another one. Oh, I got another heavy metal box. 66.666.
We'll have to look that up and
That's
see what
two
that
of
extra pin is.
All right, you got to take one home.
All right.
Now we both have heavy metal oscillators. Generic fuse holder on
micarta?
What's the name for that? Phenolic resin something or other. I can't remember the name.
Phenolic board? Yeah.
I have a chip, TRW 8138.
Not sure.
I don't know. It's chip.
Yep. Floor sweeping, we'll figure it out.
Feels like an inductor or a wire wound resistor because I'm just looking at the shape on it.
I saw 5% on there. Do it.
5%, 22 ohm.
Yeah.
So it's a resistor. It's a precision wire wound resistor. I don't know. Does 5% count as precision, or is like 1% when you're into precision?
It may have been precision in the 70s.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff looks very old, or East German war surplus, perhaps.
Another one?
Another one! The 60. Okay, so we have 3 heavy metal oscillators. I'm giving one of these away as a prize.
Another one? What do we got there?
That one's
32.
Toyocom. This one looks brand new and nice. And we've got a big, rude yellow LED. That's an RCA plug?
Sure
Jack.
is.
RCA jack. A rather shitty quality RCA jack.
What else we got in there?
All right, you see anything that does it for you? Just feel free to paw around in here.
It's
Oh, what's this? This looks different. KFN 611B. Oh, it's an oscillator, 73.350 megahertz.
Is that a...
There's a lot of pins on that.
That's an old school IC, a Motorola.
Yeah, it's
we'd have to look it
Motorola.
up.
All right, somebody get ready to copy. Kilo Foxtrot November 6115 at 73.350 megahertz. Numbers below are 831, 864, and then a weird symbol at the bottom. What is that?
Probably the 4th month of 86.
What
That
is
was
it
me.
though?
I don't know. It's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, I'm setting that aside just for being cool.
Wonder if that's one of the tube replacements that they
Oh,
made
that'd
back
be
in the day.
neat. I don't see anything else that really jumps out. You see anything?
No, not really. Looking like more of the same.
Yeah, this is pretty shit. Like, it's cool. There's a lot of neat stuff to play with here, but I don't know that I'd buy another one.
That's an oscillator.
That's an oscillator?
It's like those can oscillators that we have, but silicon or plastic. So it's 23.04 megahertz.
They make plastic oscillators?
Sure looks like it.
Huh. Okay. There's a question. All the little oscillator things, like all of these, all the little crystal oscillator things,
Yep, those are passive.
they're all in little metal cans, which is very different from everything else.
Inside of those cans is a little piece of quartz, right?
That much I know, but why is it in a metal can?
Filtering, keeping out the noise.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe vibration dampening, depending on what the base is inside that it's mounted on.
I watched, now, mind you, this is like World War II vintage, but I watched a video, and I talked about it on here a while back, where they made a video that goes through the whole process of how they made the quartz crystals, like the cleaving and everything.
Yeah.
Back in the 40s. Awesome fucking video. Like, super cool. I'm filling a hand with just these. With just the oscillator chips. Whoa, what's that? This is...
It's interesting.
It's adjustable. Abracon 10.0-D15. Alpha Charlie Tango X-Ray Space 9008. And there's a lot of stuff going on the bottom.
Wonder if that's a 10 megahertz oscillator that the back fell off from.
I'm setting that aside.
Let me see it a second.
Here, you check it out. Feel free to grab anything you want.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is just a 10 megahertz oscillator, kind of like the other ones there, but it's just in a different can. Probably with an adjustable voltage output,
Yeah?
or maybe for tuning the frequency.
There's a lot of crystals here.
Oh, you wanted that set aside.
Yeah, just set that wherever. There's... So what's your opinion on this? Is this worth buying?
Maybe?
Oh, here's the thing. Check that out.
Oh, that's another...
Probably part of a mouse.
Yep, could very well be.
Like, just looking at it. This is all surprisingly old.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see anything new in here.
Like you said, it's floor sweepings, it's stuff they couldn't get rid of. I wonder how much of this
What is that?
is just old stock. Can't read it. Does it have 2 legs
me a
or
second.
4?
44 Juliet 504 Wilco Oscar. It's got 3 pins. It's really hard to focus. 3 pins. My hands are fucking filthy now. Like, this one's got a grounding lead soldered to it.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll solder to your crystal there to reduce noise.
I'm just picking out crystals because they're the easiest thing to spot. And I just wanted to see how many of them. And I got a rather hefty handful here of crystals.
Oh, look at that little guy.
Oh, it's precious. Now what happens, like, is there an application for soldering up a bunch of crystals together on a board?
For making filters, for making oscillators, time bases, there's...
I'm just wondering what weird shit can I do if I just take a bunch of crystals and solder them up on a circuit board. Because some of this stuff, like, that I have absolutely no use for, which is a lot of this, I might just solder to a circuit board just as practice.
Okay. Just for making pretty?
Yeah.
Most of the time in the past, I went through and turned those into just little AM transmitters for screwing around with. Well, so that was back in the day. I haven't done that in forever. But, wow.
Whoa, what's that?
Is that another wire wound?
200 volts, REFA.
Fuse? Not sure.
Papa Foxtrot Echo 216. It's a REFA CR3. 7N87G.
Diode?
Oh.
Huh.
Could be a diode. It's got a stripe on it. Could be a diode. It's a sexy looking diode. So what's your personal opinion now that we've been through this?
I don't think there's a lot of stuff here you're not going to use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can take it and make art. I mean, if you're looking to make electronics art, you just want to put stuff together.
And at my stage of just learning how to do stuff, there's a lot of stuff that I could take here and just solder together.
Yeah.
But it's more a solder training than anything.
Right. And then, I mean, yeah.
As far as useful parts,
not really. I mean, if you're looking to make a bunch of crystal controlled stuff, or
if you want to make a whole lot of crystal controlled LEDs,
yeah,
you could do that. Because there's a lot of crystals and a lot of LEDs and a lot of SIP resistors. We got SIP resistors for fucking days.
I can't read the guy's name from this angle, but this is
temperature compensated crystal oscillator, TCXO. Chris, we found a lot of Soviet-held German parts. Film capacitor is the thing, but they could be answering questions from a while ago. We gotta be better at paying attention to the chat.
These are the film capacitors.
Oh, okay. No, the film capacitor.
Oh, yeah.
That. Whoa, that crystal's got 3.
It's probably a filter.
That's
or it's a grounded case.
Echo Charlie X-ray 4727.
I'm not sure.
And I'm gonna say grounded case because one of the other 2 are obviously insulated, so the middle one would be the case ground. So I'm running into a problem here.
Running out of hand?
I'm running out of hand.
We got a bucket?
I have that many. But what we do need to do is you should look at this and start picking out parts that are instant obvious trash and shit can them. And I'm going to put the hand pile, like what the fuck? One staple. One cable staple. That's super useful.
That fell off the ceiling when they were putting stuff together.
Yeah. So I'm going to put these in a container. Hey, we had the bag. Put some in the bag. Anything you want to keep, put in the bag. Anything you don't want to keep, I'll bring the trash can around.
All right.
So I definitely need to get one of those things with all the drawers in it. Like that's a need.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just to get stuff stored.
All right, so this is our little trash can as we go. I'm going to pick out obvious trash. Yeah, that's shit. Any of those the big unsupported quarter-inch TS plugs.
We have the other end of that guy here, I wonder?
What? No, I didn't see it. I'm guessing we don't want the green Russian capacitors?
I would pass.
Yeah, thought so. So we'll pick out everything that we don't want to keep. And you pick out everything we do and put it in a bag. And we'll see what we actually end up with.
These are a lot more sips than we probably actually need. We can toss half of them.
You keep what you want, shit can what you don't. Fucking cable staples.
Keep these guys if you see them.
Okay. Those make you happy?
They're good for, they're the like negative temperature coefficient.
Oh, okay. I'm going to keep all the sips because they're all like, that's the kind of thing that I can just toss in a drawer and have, and it'll sit in the drawer, and then, you know, after I die, somebody will have to throw that drawer away or try and sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Keeping that.
Yes.
And so, whoa, that's fucking heavy. What is it?
Is there text on the other side?
There's barely text on one side.
Guessing it's this guy's brother.
It's really thick and it's heavy. Like, feel that.
Yeah, it's got some mass to it. I wonder what...
This looks like something I'd have pulled out of a VCR in 1988.
Yeah.
One mic, 10%. Oh, it's from Cornell Dubleur.
There you go.
Oh, I'm keeping that. Just on principle. I'm keeping anything that's that color, I'm keeping. Because that's a modern, good color.
Parts didn't come that color back then.
No, they didn't. Weird little oddball plugs and sockets, I'm throwing away.
Your crystal collection?
Just put it in a bag. This'll all get sorted out again in the future. I'm mainly trying to pick out trash.
Definitely want to keep that cute little mic.
Oh yeah.
That's some trash.
Now, what kind of capacitor are these that look like a chiclet?
Those
like,
tantalum? Or
I don't know.
I can't remember right offhand. They're film capacitors?
No, that's...
No, I know that's...
Oh. What the fuck are you?
A resistor pack?
It's beat to shit, but it's interesting looking. I'm keeping it. Just because it's weird looking.
Mouse says...
Oh, hi, Miss Mouse. Aren't you supposed to be at work? Aren't you supposed to be teaching?
You know those connectors? Yeah, no.
No, fuck them.
Yeah.
That's a keyboard switch.
Yep. Is it not one of the clicky ones?
Not one of the good ones. And this is a little micro switch.
For something pushing across it? No. Here's the other side of the one that I...
Put it in a bag.
Well, the other
You threw it away?
there.
Oh, you're fucked now. Let me see that one. They can go together.
Hey, it's a party. So I'm just gonna looking at this guy here.
Yeah.
That unknown. You want to pull out on that?
Why pull out? What are you gonna do?
For up there. So
That?
yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Let's see what this guy is here.
Oh, smash it up. Bring the rage. You're gonna lose an eye.
I'm already half blind, so you know what's the. Yeah, they're potted in there.
Oh, this one's a fabulous pink.
Oh, is that a little pot?
That looks like a little pot. The tiniest of trim pots. It gets to live. Just for being cute. So they were potted in there. What do you got? What did you learn in your destructive testing?
No clue what it is.
We've beat the shit out of it, completely destroyed it, and we know nothing. That's a diode.
That's definitely
That
a
is a
diode.
considerable diode. R250 MX 8515.
8515 is the useful number there.
Okay, that's a fuck off big, at least a 20 amp diode, maybe more. That's beefy.
So here's another cool switch. This one has a backlight on it.
Oh, so this is an illuminated keyboard switch.
TRRS connector.
Oh, Mike.
Name that light. Is it a pilot lamp? Is it a...
That is a neon bulb. It'll strike on, like if you give it 120 volts, it'll work.
Yeah.
It may work less, but
It's a pilot light.
it's a pilot light.
Pilot light.
Okay. I did some really cool microphotography of a neon bulb a few months ago. Made it in a blog. It's on my Instagram.
Get a Corning 2K.
Fucking look at this. Antique bullshit. What'd you get, Corning?
Classic Corning resistor.
20 kilo ohm? 5%? 2 watt? I'll keep that. I don't use that. What the fuck is that?
Need the tweezers.
It's got 5 leads. Or it's got 5 leads. What is it?
I can't read it.
I'd need a microscope to read that. It's fucking tiny. I'm pulling out the remainder of the little the little 1/8 inch plugs and sockets because we have a bajillion of them and I'll never use them all. I'm also throwing away all the scuzzy stuff.
I don't blame you there.
I filled the trash can.
Time for the next trash can.
I emptied the trash can.
Start grubbing all the LEDs and...
Like the dip switches are cool.
LEDs or LEDs? What do you guys think?
I call them LEDs. That's just me.
You want to keep that classic
Fuck
handy?
yeah, keep if it's like a display piece when you set it aside, or just put it in a bag because it's going to get sorted through again anyway. I'm picking out all the Russian communion wafers. those are instant straight trash. That's what I'm calling these, Russian communion wafers. I have a lot, and I like pulled out a couple handfuls of these earlier, so somebody must have dumped a big box of these on the floor at Jameco. Oh, check this out.
Oh.
Disco capacitor. I think this is actually a character in Steven Universe. Right now there's 20 people watching it are like, how the fuck does Chris know Steven Universe?
Because he's just a big kid.
I just freaked out a ton of people right there.
Also, some of these big connectors.
It's because I dated Pearl for several years. That's why I know Steven Universe.
You got that one's brother?
No. There were 2?
Yeah. Thought I saw another one in there.
Fuck, I don't know. I haven't thrown it away.
We'll keep that IC connector.
I think I got all the Russian communion wafers. There's a pile of Russian communion wafers.
3,700. Wonder what that guy is.
3,700. It's an 8-pin. It's either surface mount or it's had the legs broken off.
It's had the legs broken off.
Okay, trash?
Yeah.
Trash. That is a dark red LED. That's probably IR.
That's classic. That's old.
Oh, okay.
Check out this diode.
Oh, that's cool. 1270 minus 009. 1270-009. That's cool. That gets to stay. We're keeping that. This is crap. Oh, this is neat. It's really big and only has 4 pins.
It's another oscillator.
Oh.
Wonder where they got all these 66.666.
I'm curious. Like, what is such a use for 66.666 megahertz oscillators? Oh, this is funny looking. I think it's an LED.
Yep, that's an LED.
But it comes off the side.
Yeah.
Like just the way the die's facing, it comes off the side.
It's just.
Oh, it's a little bump. It's a lens.
Oh, so that's a IR receiver.
Okay, well, that gets to go in the bag. What are you doing? Oh, you got colors. You sure the middle one?
Yeah. Got that backwards.
Oh. You've killed us all. Oh, it's orange. It's green.
Can we do
Yellow,
both?
green?
Orange and green. It's just a 2-color LED.
Okay. I'm just throwing away anything that I feel like I should throw that away. Like if I pick up a thing, I'm like this. I'm throwing that away.
Yeah, it's a little trimmer. You got a bag of them over here.
Yeah.
Probably not going to use all of these.
All the big, I don't know. Look at that. That's 20K, 5 watts. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm keeping all the big resistors.
Okay.
Like the big ones. The little ones. Like I got a million of these little brick things.
Yeah.
Don't throw them away. I got an idea. Give me all the little resistors, the little brick ones. I have an idea. I'm gonna do something funny. You're gonna like it.
What evil are you cooking up?
I'm not telling. I'll tell you after we're off air. But I got an idea. Because we don't have a practical use for all of them. I have a funny use for all of them.
This is going to be like when you get the junk mail and it says return postage prepaid. You just load it up with this shit.
I think these people need resistors. I did that once with a brick just to see if it worked.
Didn't get it back?
I didn't get it back. I don't know that it made it there, but I sent a brick in the mail. God, that was years ago. I read about that on the internet somewhere. It was like, when you get the prepaid postage junk mail,
Just pack it with coupons
Yeah.
and send it back, or
and I was like, I should try that just for kicks, just see if it actually works. And I just put a regular, like a brick, not like a big cinder block to throw it away, just a brick, and sent it off, and just fucking mailman took it. I'm like, all right.
he's probably laughing.
That or he was cursing my name, like, you fucking asshole, I have to carry this. That's a big resistor. Brown, black, silver.
1 watt.
At least. What do you got?
Just pick that up. Looked like it fell up there.
4 pins, surface mount.
Oh, it's a
Trimmer.
button. Or a trimmer?
I think it's a trimmer.
Does it have...
Nothing is raised above the surface, but I don't see a way to engage that. That's trash. It's like, fuck you.
Well, check
Random
this
weird plug.
guy out. He's got...
What the fuck have you got there?
He needs to have a little head put on top.
I think you're right.
That is some art right there.
This is RCD LVF5-20. It's a 0.02 ohm, 1% with 4 leads.
So is that your shunt?
Maybe? I don't know, but we're keeping it.
Lids, crystals, another crystal.
Crap.
Ooh.
What? Ooh.
Yeah.
From back in the day when niggas had waves, gazelle shades, and corn braids, pitching pennies. Honeys had the high top jellies, shooting skelly. Motherfuckers was all friendly. It bothers me that I actually know that entire song off the top of my head.
I don't.
It's Biggie.
Oh.
10N STC?
M, probably. I don't know. Or 2K3?
It's like a robin's egg blue?
ZK?
I don't know. See, I got to think a lot of this stuff means something to somebody when you have like a big barrel full of it, like a big giant box arrives at your factory. You're like, oh yeah, those are the RT24s.
Oh, wow.
But 20 years later, after it falls on the floor and...
That's not 74 LS or 74 HCT, that's just 74. That's CMOS.
That's CMOS?
I believe so.
74
That's the old
04N.
The old high current stuff.
Okay, but this is probably dead.
It could very well be, but
Okay.
it may not be. We can toss in your board, wire up an LED here real quick, and see. Well, we need to get some jumpers, but did you get a jumper kit in your?
I think I have a little kind of a jumper kit, like just the wires with the pins on one side, and yeah, I got a thing for that. I got some of those.
I couldn't remember if I put
See
that on the
anything
list
else
or
we
not.
want to throw away? Like it's easier at this point because there isn't much left. Just pick out what you want to throw away, because the rest will just scoot back into the bag.
Don't see anything jumping out at me here.
It's all going to get gone through again.
Yeah. Well, when you get your bins, sort out all your LEDs and. So your earlier question, was it worth it?
Look at how filthy my hands are.
Yeah.
I'm saying no.
I'm saying no.
I'm saying the electronics grab bag from Jameco, just the big random 3 pounds of bullshit, is in fact not worth it. It's 3 pounds of fucking floor sweepings, and it's filthy, and it's like, is there cool shit here to play with? Yes. Is it worth the price? No.
No.
Oh.
Teamwork makes the dream work, man.
Yay! What's really great is sweeping this up with my bare hands.
And getting all the stabbies.
No, it's all the glass shards from the leaking bag of solar cells is what really makes this wonderful.
Oh, and look at all the surface mount stuff we're finding at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
That we will never know the value of.
No, I'm just putting it in the bag. We'll sort it out later. I'm just going to scoop that right up there. That's my little...
Need something thinner.
I do. You have a bus pass?
I do. I use the bus quite a lot.
That's cool.
Wondered how long it would be till you realized.
Well, I was like, the Wave. I'm like, what the fuck is a Wave? I've never seen a bus pass before.
They just switched away from the paper ticketing system.
Okay.
To the
Wave.
Yeah. Little RFID badge you tag in.
All right, the rest of this is just dust.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and clean it up. So that's our big review of the initial electronic supplies that we have. Tell people what you think while I get some stuff to clean this off.
Yeah, I mean, there was some stuff in there that was interesting, but a lot of it seemed like vintage cast-offs, and maybe even there were some desoldered parts in there. Like they were just.
You saw desoldered parts?
Yeah, there were some resistors and LEDs in there that had resistors attached to them. So,
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's stuff it's cast-offs. It is what it is. I wouldn't drop the money on the $5 or not $5, the 3 pound bag.
It was more than that. Yeah, the 3 pound bag cost like it wasn't stupid expensive. It was perfectly priced in that it's cheap enough you'll take a chance on it.
Yeah, because you might at some point you might get some cool stuff, but I'm not gonna. I wouldn't get it.
It's an electronics lottery ticket, is what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's different every time because I really think that's floor sweepings from somewhere. From like their shipping department or something.
That makes absolute sense.
And that's what, like if I ran a place like Jameco that handles millions of individual components all day long, they're shipping shit out, stuff gets spilled. That's what I'd do.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you've got enough floor sweepings and whatnot to justify, toss it in a bag, weigh it out, ship it off to people for a couple bucks a piece, which is really enough just to handle the trouble of doing it.
And you don't have to deal with electronics recycling stuff. So
yeah.
Then there's that.
Wow.
Yeah. That is some skag nasty.
But I got my board clean again. I'm gonna do that all over again. And let me just show you here. Here. That's how dirty that is. So yeah, that's really gross.
Now there's someone out there trying to rebuild your fingerprint.
And you know, they can have them. Go nuts. I saw somebody yell at me because I put my license plate on the internet. Like there was just a picture of it. And I'm like, dude, have you seen my car? Everybody
in Grand Rapids
everybody in Grand Rapids, Grand Haven, Nunica, Coopersville, Marne has all seen my license plate, and I don't give a shit. I am the easiest person in the world to track down.
You need a knife? Can you get your fingers under there? Oh, you got fingernails.
I got it.
Yeah, I just
look
default
at you, quick with the blade, man.
Yeah, I'm quick to defaulting to tools.
I'm just trying to get the thing cleaned off because that was.
What is that guy?
Again, come back. There you go.
Yeah.
Is there writing on the other side?
I didn't see it. Oh yeah, there is a little bit.
It says
M27.
Looks like a 827.
827. Huh.
I have no idea what that is, but it's cute. So, our official stance on this is the 3 pound grab bag from Jameco is kind of shit.
Pass.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
So, that's what we got for you. All the other stuff we're going to go through, and you're going to see it in a lot of projects because I have a whole box of these things in a variety of fruit flavors. Thanks to Unos here, dropping them off. And we're going to make cool shit. And what I want to do is we're going to be getting into basic circuits. Like, we've got a bunch of kits to do and stuff.
Right.
But I also want to be like, okay, today we're going to take a transistor. And we're going to take one of the little boards, and we're going to make a circuit with a transistor.
Yeah. Well,
to flip a light on and off or something.
We'll take a look at the resistor, the transistor, pull up the white sheet, or the data sheet, and see, okay, this is how much current it needs to turn on, this is what its upper limit is for voltage.
And just make this one thing work.
Make the one thing work.
With whatever support materials we require to do that.
Right.
God,
so
2 of those.
Yeah, this will be fun. This is the kind of stuff that I like to do, where you can go through and like make a little analog calculator with 3, just an adding calculator with 3 volt-ohm meters or something like that, where you can turn a pot and that brings the voltage
like through
up.
a voltage divider.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of little fun things that you can do that it's simple and it gets the point across so you're learning as you're making it.
Okay.
So,
plus, we got to get you into the books.
Yeah, I need to know what you're working from here.
I'll hook you up. Well, thank you for hanging out today for this little foray into exploring the floor sweepings of Jameco. We also have lots of things that you're going to see coming up, and a lot of this is just stock parts. So I'm going to put them in little bins, and we're going to make cool shit out of them. And some of this is going to the shop, but it's just stuff. Now the regular bags, like stuff like this, I think these are worth it. I think these are great especially if you're like me and you're a tinkerer and you don't really know what you know and you're just starting out.
Yeah.
Because you'll use these. You'll use just rough diodes, capacitors, stuff like that. Drill bits, you always use drill bits. It's a thing to have. If you own a Dremel, this is a good buy. But the big 3-pound, it's shit. It's just, nah.
The thing I like about the grab bags here, with your transistors and your diodes and your caps, you can go through and it forces you to learn how the stuff actually works instead of just stuffing parts in a board and I made a thing.
I'm still at the stuffing parts in a board stage, very much.
For learning to solder, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But
this is learning how to
the stuff works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know that LEDs work, you put power on one side, but I don't know how to compute the resistor that you need for your LED.
Which depends on the voltage you're running at, right? So you need to know your current. And we can work through that. That's fun stuff.
That's where we get to talk about Ohm's Law.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
See? Ohm's Law coming soon to a theater near you.
Well,
you guys have fun. I'm Chris.
I'm Craig.
As always, we'll see you next time.
Later.